Hi, welcome to Fantasy Sports Addicts Anonymous. My name is Ryan, and I'm a fantasy sports addict. Cheers. Anyways, I'm here today to talk about sleepers. Now, Tom and I, we actually did get together and make a video of our sleepers, but of course, before we got it updated, Yahoo changed all their rankings, and all of a sudden, all of our sleepers became overhyped, and we're no longer sleepers. To be considered a sleeper based off of Yahoo ranks, we're just talking about any player ranked outside of the top 100. But before I get into the sleepers, I just want to quickly mention that we still have a few openings in our official FSAA league. We have just a standard snake head-to-head draft. We have a roto auction, and then an auction head-to-head dynasty. So if you want to join in any of those leagues, come by fantasysportsaddicts.com. You'll see our forum there on the main page, and there's posts for those leagues under the fantasy basketball. So if you want to get into those leagues, just join our website, make a post in the forum with your email address, and we'll send you an invite. But anyways, we're here. We're talking about our sleepers. Everybody's favorite video, right? All right, so first, I don't know if you can call him a sleeper, especially if you watched any of our previous drafts or podcasts. Devin Booker. I'm president of the Devin Booker fan club, and yeah, he's ranked outside the top 100, but you're not going to see him going outside the top 100, especially in any draft that I am in. He just put up 34 points in the last preseason game. He's the face of the franchise. So you're going to have to reach if you want Devin Booker, because I'm going to be reaching for him. But he's still outside the top 100, so I'm still calling him a sleeper. He's my number one sleeper, president of the Devin Booker fan club. Anyways, a little later on or around I'm putting these two together, Dwight Howard and Rajon Rondo. Now, yeah, they're old vets. They're ranked outside the top 100. They both have huge glaring flaws, so you don't want them in a roto league. But if you're in a head-to-head snake league and you're doing a punting strategy, let's say you ended up with Whiteside or Drummond or Jordan, I'm going to try to double down and get both Dwight Howard and Rajon Rondo, and maybe with that rat pick of the seventh and eighth, somewhere around there. If I can come away with Dwight Howard and Rajon Rondo to pair with my Drummond or my Whiteside, I'm going to be happy about that. Next player is a player that I don't like. He violated the bro code. He's a snitch. Plus, he plays for the Lakers. But D'Angelo Russell sans Kobe Bryant, he's set to go off. And, yeah, he's going to have turnovers and not the best percentages, but he's going to get you stats. And, again, you got to separate your biases in real sports to fantasy sports. So even though I personally don't like D'Angelo Russell, he's still going to end up on a few of my teams just because I think the upside is there. Another player I like, especially if I got the Howard Rondo doing my typical punting strategy, I like Elfrid Payton quite a bit, actually. Again, another kind of triple-double type of player that doesn't score a lot, not the best percentages, higher turnovers, and pretty god-awful free throw percentages. But that all sounds good on my punting team. Now, Tim Frazier's kind of someone who's snuck back in. Drew Holiday, he's got personal issues, going to be missing quite a bit of time. So Tim Frazier's going to be the starting pointing guard for New Orleans. And if you had him last year, he probably helped you win a few medals. I expect him to do really well, and I'm putting him on my sleeper list. I'm definitely going to be targeting him later. MKG, he's a bit of a health concern. Michael Kidd Gilchrist. Sorry about that. MKG, that's why I just say that. Again, I like what he can do for like rebounding and some defensive stats. Hopefully he's staying healthy, but I still think there's a lot of upside there. Speaking of a player that got injured, but I actually think that kind of helps him as far as drafting for this year goes, is Josh Richardson. Obviously, Luol Deng and, of course, Dwayne Wade is out of Miami. Bosh, of course, too. So there's going to be a lot of minutes and stuff to go around. And Josh Richardson was awesome last year. And if he can come back and be healthy, I think he's going to be awesome. So Josh Richardson is one. Speaking of Miami, another one I'm going for is Justice Winslow. He got a lot of minutes as a rookie last year, starting 3. I'm counting on him for quite a few defensive stats, so I like him a lot. And my last non-rookie sleeper is Will Barton. I know Denver's got a lot of depth in their backcourt, but Barton was more than serviceable last year and really helped you. And I just think he's the most ready and able to help your fantasy team out of that whole glutton of the Denver backcourt. So as a late round flyer, I'm taking Barton. Now, there's still quite a few rookies that are available outside the top 100. In fact, I think all the rookies are now that, Simmons is injured. Obviously, I'm going to make a different rookies video, but I got to talk about this because I'm still going to be targeting some rookies. Now, this draft class was a bit weaker, but the players that I like, of course, Brandon Ingram, number 2. He should be the number 1 rookie off of the draft board. Now, first, I just want to say I was all in on Ben Simmons coming into this draft, especially with my punting teams that I like. He fit in perfectly with what I wanted, but I'm not touching him. I mean, broken foot. He might even sit out for the year. I don't know. Either way, trust the process. They're not going to play him. I'm not touching him. So Brandon Ingram, yes. Simmons, no. But speaking of the process and injuries and all that, Embiid. Now, there's not that many great, impactful centers later in the draft. And although, yes, they're going to handle Embiid with their little baby hands, I'm still a big Embiid fan, and I'm going to be reaching for him and try to get him on as many of my teams as I can. He's shown flashes in the preseason. He's healthy. He's playing. And, he looks just like he can be untouchable, especially down the stretch. Staying with the 76ers, I think with the Simmons injury, that opens up a lot of playing time for Sarg, however you pronounce it. Another import player. I think with Simmons, he's going to get a lot of minutes. He's looked good in the preseason, and he's another late-round rookie who I'm going to be getting. And the last rookie I think I'm going to really be targeting is Buddy Hield, starting shooting guard for the Pelicans. He can shoot. He's looked really good so far this preseason, and you definitely want him on your fantasy team other than some players. The last rookie I want to talk about, just because the upside and potential is there, is Dunn. I think Dunn has potential to be good. There's the whole Rubio. Are they going to play him the 1, the 2, the minutes there? Because really with rookies and sleepers, it's all about playing time. Dunn hasn't looked as good in the preseason as he has in the summer league, but I think Dunn is going to be really good. And, I mean, definitely Dynasty, I'm targeting him. I might not draft him in the redraft leagues unless I need a point guard and I'm kind of hurting there. But to say I'm not going to target him or take him, no, that's not true, because I still think the potential and upside is there, especially second half of the season when it really matters in head-to-head leagues. Anyways, these are my sleepers. Let me know if you have any other sleepers that you like, players that you're targeting. And if you disagree with my players, like, oh, fuck Rondo and Howard, you're like, yeah, I get it. Just let me know in the comments section. Anyways, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to our podcast on iTunes. Follow us on Twitter at FS, the word double, the letter A, FSAA. Be sure to check out our website, fantasysportsaddicts.com. We're always on there chatting. There's a lot of fellow addicts that are there. Whenever there's a big sports game on, we're all just watching sports and chatting. We jump into a bunch of leagues together. It's great. It's all about that community. Anyways, thanks for watching this video. Fantasy gods, please grant me the serenity to know a good sleeper from a bust and the courage to draft them aggressively so I get Devin Booker on all my teams, and the wisdom to know when to draft sleepers and when not to. Amen. Yeah, fantasysportsaddicts.com. Thank you. Woo!